As you can see from my title, I stand by it, and I'm telling you, Norway will go all the way to semifinals. Why do I think that? Well, they are being tough horses, as we know, right? But I would even call them horses by now. Let me give you my closing arguments why I think they go all the way to semifinals. Number one, they have played very good in their group games. The last game with France does not count at all because they did not have their A team. So let's not count that. And to be fair, the moment France was letting a little bit loose, the B team was also there to find ways to score goals and get penalties. That's just the B team. Now, the number one reason is that their brackets are exactly the kind of brackets, or their knockout brackets are the kind of teams where it suits them the best to play against. So today's game is with Côte d'Azur. And actually one more thing. Their whole PA team has had a very good rest of 1 week, right? Because they didn't play at all, not a single one of them. So they had a really good rest. They are ready to go, and the game starts in 1 hour, in few hours. Their opponent, Côte d'Azur, is actually very, very equal to them in terms of their power and speed, and in general, one of the best teams in Africa. I'm not denying that, but what Côte d'Azur is lacking is the finishings. They don't finish so good, and it gets little bit sort of like. It doesn't have that nice professional last touch, the one that Haaland and Norwegian guys definitely would have. The second play part is because up in the air they are probably the strongest team ever. They're probably also one of the tallest team, together with Netherlands. But because of that, also they have very good range of plays from either with speed from the middle or from the sides to play it to somebody's head and score the goal. And equally with Côte d'Azur, they are kind of equal in general, but I just think they are a little bit stronger and they're going to take it down. Boom. Then they would face Brazil, who beat Japan kinda, in a last minute game, and they were a little bit better, but that it doesn't mean that Japan is bad. I just think that Brazil will be struggling exactly like my last point. I think they're gonna struggle with Norway's volleyballs into the box, and where all the strong physical players next to Brazilian players will do the magic. So simply for that reason, I think that the physical power that they hold is so much stronger than Brazilians. Of course, this is where things will get very difficult for them, because Brazil obviously has their ways, but they aren't actually showing the best kind of games in this tournament, actually for a few years already now. So I think it could be easily, 2-1 or even 1-0, probably 2-1, or maybe even go to overtime. And to be honest, I feel like even if it goes to overtime, for some reason, I'm feeling that Norway will take it with the penalties. And then probably they face their hardest game in a sense, in that sense that they would have their quarterfinal with England. It could be also maybe Mexico, but probably with England. And with England, yes, it could go 1-1, and maybe who knows what happens. But with England, I think they are very equal in terms of their power. So therefore, on paper, England is of course better, but England also is kind of lacking something here and there, and they don't really get their game flowing. They have some defensive mistakes, and they have some, few moments where, just the very exceptional players like Kane or Bellingham do the work. So the team cohesiveness, the combination of the good team, I can see Norway much better in that sense. They just have that team right now. They just have that X factor, and my guess is also maybe with England 1-1, maybe extra time, and maybe Haaland even gonna score like we said it in an all times golden goal, and then they are in the semis. So that is my guess, and I'm not gonna guess what happens in the semis. That's up to the future to tell. There's a very good chance that, yes, over there, Argentina, who is going to probably face them, is better, and they are the only ones who can knock them out. But this is true. I'm genuinely standing by saying that Norway will get to the semifinals.
Oh, and the save to win it. They prevailed in this penalty shootout.
Well, he's guessed the right way, and what a good stop that is. A match-winning stop. Brilliant from the keeper.